Coke. Tired. Rock. What do you want?
There's a trend that is changing. Thank you.
Yeah, how you doing, man? I don't have no cash.
Yeah.
Hello.
No cash, no coffee, money, you're leaving that.
I know. No, I got cards, bro, man. We carry cards now, man.
Every year.
ATMs, bro. That's what we carry. This is what we carry, bro. You gotta grow up. You know? I got you. Joe, the treasurer, the money man, let me know when you're all set.
I'm all set.
Well, he's all set. I like it. So steering clear of emotional entanglements. I tell you a story. No, I'm not going to tell you that story because that's very personal, and I don't want to do that to that person. But I'll say this: you got to, you definitely have to guard who you choose to affiliate with in your early days of sobriety, in your middle days of sobriety, and your later days of sobriety, but especially in your very, very older days, earlier days. Because I know I caught myself, I was almost in a predicament where it's just like, oops, could have slipped up by hanging out with the wrong person. So, it's recommended though that if you are single, when you start recovery, you should go a whole year before you know what I'm saying, get into any types of romantic entanglements. I was fortunate enough to known my girlfriend since 2007. So when we reunited and we got back together, it was just like that. But if it wasn't for that, I definitely would have just been this solo and flying high. Because emotional entanglements, it could get real dicey, especially if you're just starting off in sobriety. Any little thing, because people switch, people have mood swings, people go through phases, people just have bad days, and their bad days become your bad day, and then it was, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's battling with mental illness, alcoholism, drugs, or whatever it is, it's usually it's just a bad combination. The people, places, and things, as they say, the type of people that you surround yourself with is critical in this journey. And getting out of the if. I like this. Getting out of the if trap. My coach used to say, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So,
Maybe not.
Right.
But see,
right, exactly. So, thank you, Kenny. That was amazing. So it's just, I stay out of that if game too. Oh man, if I didn't do this, if I didn't hang out with this person, if I didn't mess around with this woman, if I didn't flip off the judge, or if my life was better, if I was born into riches, if I was Michael Jordan's son, who gives a If. All those words, that word right there, it's a word that just means, oh, yeah, what could have been, what should have been, but I'm into what it is now, And that's just what, that if thing could get really, really, really tricky, especially when you're starting off in recovery. You don't want to play the if game, Oh, what if I just go into this liquor store real quick and just get a nip? Just a nip? What is a nip going to do? And then you know what exactly it's going to do. The nip's going to turn into a quarter pint. The quarter pint's going to turn into a half a pint. Half a pint's going to turn into a pint. Pint's going to turn into a fifth. And fifth's going to turn into Judge Coffee. You know what I'm talking about? Well, at least in my case. So, just stay away from the that if, getting out the trap of the if. And emotional entanglements with people are not the only way we can get our sobriety dangerously hooked to something. Oh yeah. So it's just when you first started off in recovery, you're just like a brand new baby. you're very, 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 very sensitive. You could easily fall off the cliff real quick because you're just not developed enough in your walk, to withstand certain, waves. If self-inflicted wounds. So basically, it's just like this: guard your sobriety, your early sobriety, with everything you have to muster. Surround yourself with awesome people. Keep coming to meetings constantly, And one thing I love about this state, Massachusetts, especially living in a metropolitan city like Boston, there are meetings everywhere. You don't like one meeting, you could go to another. You don't like this guy over here, you could go to another meeting. You got assholes like Kenny, you could go to another. Love you, Kenny. You could go to another meeting. It's my guy. I love it. But no, seriously, it's just like there's no room, and I say this respectfully. There's really no room for excuses. You either are going to get it, you're either going to want it, your actions are going to show it, or it's just not. There's no time for ifs. If was a fist, we'll all be drunk. So stay clear of these emotional and toxic emotional entanglements. I know, alcohol wasn't my only addiction. My addiction was toxic ass women. I love me some crazy ass woman, man. To the fullest. Bonnie and Clyde, oh yeah, all that shit. Type of girl that helped you load up the gun, but unfortunately, she might shoot at you too. You pissed her off enough, you know what I mean? I've been there. I've been there. So I understand that totally. So we could obviously discuss the text or anything else you'd like to talk about. But yeah, so staying clear of emotional entanglements, guarding your sobriety with everything that you have. It says in the Bible, guard your heart, and basically in recovery, you got to guard that with everything you got because it's all you have, and it's essential that you stay clear of the bullshit, excuse my language, getting wrapped up into things that you shouldn't be getting yourself wrapped up into when you're dealing with another person. So if you're single and you just started off, stay single for about at least 6 months to a year. That's pretty much about it. That's all I have to say about that. So, hey, first one up. Hey, Kenny, go ahead. Hey, Kenny.
So you judge you. When you judge someone, you don't define them, you really define yourself as someone who needs to judge,
Mm-hmm.
I bet you're stupid, And you're not the crazy, you're the difference, man. They get good stuff in here. They get real good stuff, living sober. It's great. I used to tell that analogy about Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I did a story on that time. Snoopy was complaining about something, and Charlie said, hey Snoopy, you only live once. And Snoopy said, no, Charlie, you only die once. We gotta live every day. And he's right. He's right. So in this book that we got to do this, and we take suggestions, and steer me clear of emotional entanglements, I remember, Irish wigs. I remember going to the bar after going to a debt or something. No, Kenny, your money's no good here, man. You're setting them up for me. Come on, man. Misery and joy's coming, man. That's not what I need, And it's that's what they say, put the I over the E. Intelligence over state of relationships. But guess what? Some people come in here and they're already married.
Right.
That's why get these, every guy's go ahead, get rid of that broad. You can't be telling them that, man. And in your business, man, like I said, And it's a tough thing, because, but I do it all the time. The I over the E. Stay out of emotional entanglement. When someone gets up in my face, that's it, man. That's it. Rhinoplasty time. You know? Well, then when I don't like it. I do that shit that's called assault. It's against the law. An outward, menacing gesture, placing others in fear, imminent bodily harm. Now, once you touch them, there's the battery, man. I know. So, I always tell people, look, man, I gotta move my car. I gotta move my car just to get out of that, you know. And it's really stay out of. I over to eat. You know, some people come in here and they might be married with 7 kids in the St. Bernard. Man, what are you gonna tell them? Get rid of that broad, chill the St. Bernard thing, you know. It ain't up to me, you know what I mean? And the other one getting out of the hip trail is only that knows. You keep telling first things first, man. Can't drink. Can't drink. You know? First drink gets you drunk, you know? You don't think it's the first drink, you try getting out. I'm an OG now, I've been around for 24 hours, you know? And they used to tell me, you know, there's a physical compulsion in me to drink, but don't have to be booze. And they tell me, go get a frap can. Man, I've been drinking that frap till it dried, man. Now they got me on special fucking pills for diabetes, man. There's a lot of sugar in the booze, too. You know, I remember when I was in the joint, these guys would go to the AA meetings, right? Just to steal the sugar to make the home brew. So I guess they weren't ready, man. I guess they weren't listening at the meeting, man. This is what they would do. They would get a basket, they'd take all the fruit in the chow put the fruit and sugar together, let it ferment. But you want to drink a top notch in there, boy, you know, that shit. You rip up your insides. I say, yeah, a lot of us that live in the ripped up inside. Body can't handle that shit. But, you know, for me anyway, the emotional entanglements, I had that Dr. Green for a long time, assaulted him. He knew. He was crazy, man. I used to tell him I would take the red line over from so to Ashmont. I get the beef every time I was on there, they'd step on my dog, they would say, excuse me, and shit. No, I didn't have Joe with me. It's never racial when I do it to the white guy, you know, picking on a nice guy like me. You know?
Right.
I'm getting the beef every time I'm on. He said, Kenny, you know, you can't take that tea. What was it suggested? He said, you're right, God. I used to walk from, you know, right up Broad Ave, walk home. That's the good trap, staying out of, staying there, the entanglement. That's where we hang out and we get the suggestions. And if keeping the first drink, it gets you drunk, man. If you don't think it's the first drink, you know, try to get it, you know, drunk with it. So there is no ifs about it, man. Straight up, I can't drink. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny.
It's Steve.
Hey, Steve.
You know, I got a sponsor. He made suggestions, and you know, I was married and everything else. When I started going to AA, my wife finally told me that she'd been going to Al-Anon for 2 years. And I said, well, I guess I was a problem. But my sponsor, I finally got a sponsor about 6 months in, about 3 months in. And I started taking the suggestions that he gave me. And he told me the first thing was, don't change anything for a year. Don't change, your marital status, where you're working at. Don't change anything for a year. Give it a chance to catch on. I asked him why. He says, your head will clear up. You'll start to calm down a little bit. You're not so worked up and things don't go your way. You'll learn that, it's in God's time, not your time. And things will happen for a reason. and you'll notice yourself changing. But he said it's going to be gradual, just like your drinking was. It was gradual. Gradually became an alcoholic. You'll gradually become a human being again. And I had to, bite my tongue all the time. I wanted to say things at a meeting, or when somebody wasn't doing it my way, or they weren't doing it right. My sponsor looked at me and said, don't say it, don't say it, And so you learned patience with other people, and patience with people in general, because people piss me off. I hate TikTok, I hate all that bullshit, Facebook, but I still get on it, but I watch it, but I don't say anything on it. But, there's so many idiots out there, and it's hard not to, these people are born dumb. I get humor out of it, but that's about it. It's hard to go through even a restaurant or a fast food place, and some lady throwing food across the counter and everything else. And I said, what the hell is wrong with this thing? There's a lot of mental illness. Yeah, especially in Boston. I see a lot of it. We're a melting pot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm not right here. We seem to gather a few, and there's nothing you can do about it. You got to have patience. And I don't care what anybody else's problem is. It's not my problem.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to say anything about it. And, keeping my side of the street clean. And I stay in the middle. Moderation. That's what my sponsor told me. Moderation. Moderation with food, moderation with, everything that you do. It's managed. I've managed to put 14 years together doing it this way. And I don't get in other people's shit. I don't care what you do. As long as it doesn't go over on my front yard, I don't care. But, moderation and, don't change anything for the first year. That's all, guys.
All right. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. All right, got Chips and Dale. Oh, anybody got a burning desire? All right, Chip and Dale. Chips.
Hey, baby.
There you go, Kenny.
You do it from here.
Yeah, yes. Oh.
24 hours first, right?
Yeah, 24 hours, 29 days.
Anyone new or coming back? 24 hours? Joe, what do we do?
Keep coming.
Red chip. 30 days.
Yeah. Keep coming. Oh, we got somebody here. We got somebody. Oh, yes, sir. 30 days.
Congratulations, brother. No huggy bears for me, though.
Congratulations, brother. 30 days. All right. 30 more, man. One day at a time.
Which one is this?
Now you go 2 months. There you go, 2 months.
Anyone with 2 months?
We keep coming. I got 3.
This one here. 3 months?
We keep coming.
There you go. Got a frog in your throat? 6 months?
Keep coming.
Next one here. Have him up, baby. 9 months? Keep coming. You haven't had a drink today, give yourself a hand.
We got a year or more, raise your hand.
30 year or more, raise your hand.
And if you got here today without a
You laughing at
drink,
me?
no, I'm laughing with you
Now,
always.
you must be laughing at me.
Thank you, Kitty. That was disastrous, but it was beautiful. All right. August 14th, my birthday. This is the daily reflection. So it's repairing the damage. Oh, I like this one. We attempt to sweep away the debris which had accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will and run the show ourselves. If we haven't the will to do so, to do this, we ask until it comes. Remember, it was agreed at the beginning we would go to any length for victory over alcohol. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 76. Make a list of people I had harmed was not a particularly difficult thing to do. They had shown up in my fourth step inventory. People towards whom I had resentments, real or imagined, and whom I had hurt by actions of retaliation. For my recovery to be thorough, I believe it was not important for those who had legitimately harmed me to make amends to me. What is important in my relationship with God is that I stand before Him, knowing I have done what I can to repair the damage I have done. Break. Repair the damages, picking up the pieces. Thank you, thank you, thank you.